Boom, 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 boom. Hey, good morning. It is the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show. I am Greg Master, Scrum Master, and as a coach. As you can see, I had to get my hair totally buzzed off because it was all raggedy in the back on the last episode. It drove me nuts. I'm like, I gotta buzz it. So, what are we gonna talk about today? But I'll talk about that too because it's funny, just a little thing. We always talk about teams getting partial credit. Well, I let my son have partial credit. He only got $5 instead of the full $10 for cutting my hair because my wife had to finish it off. I'm such a bad scrum master because I let him get away with taking partial credit. He's happy. He did most of the work anyhow. Wife just made it so it looks so terrible. Hey, someone has to fix up the mess, right? So two things I'll talk about today. In SAFe, I love this idea of an epic elevator pitch because we've done elevator pitch for yourself in the past, your project, but they have an idea for an epic elevator pitch, which I think is awesome. Some things in SAFe aren't always terrible. Even everybody says they're terrible. There's a lot of stuff. They plaster the thing full of information that you can gain from the SAFe site. And this is one of them we're going to talk about. And then the other one from the Philly XP meeting, Tim Ottinger, one of the things that talked about was doing a skills-based retro. Everyone gets started with, no, don't do the sailboat anymore. And don't do the what would be bad, what would good. So he came up with an idea for doing a retro on skills, which I liked. So I'm going to share that to you because it won't take too long to go through all this material. Anyway, I am Greg Master, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Master Scrum Show. It's about 6:43, not really 5 a.m. right now, but I don't have to commute. It's not too bad. To get some stuff done, do some research beforehand. You're up at 5, you're reading, you're absorbing what happened overnight around the world. It's kind of what I'm doing every morning around 5 a.m. in the morning. And plus, no one else is awake yet. Anyway, that's another story. Well, anyway, we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and tactical way so you can get value to your customer without working crazy hours so you can go home to your family and friends, have some fun, enjoy life, enjoy your work, enjoy what we do instead of work like crazy, right? So I'm studying to take my enablements for teaching a bunch of SAFe classes. And there's a lot of valuable information in those SAFe classes, by the way. They have a lot of information on that website. It's free. You can get to it. Nothing really prevents you from having access to it, I think. I think most of it's all there. There's no barriers. But one of the concepts they talked about is in the Epic when everybody's like, oh, it's got so much description. Well, in reality, yeah, we all should be doing all the things that are in SAFe. No one just wants to admit to it and doesn't want to acknowledge all that, especially the big corporate. Small companies may not need that, but if you're a big corporate organization, they do this stuff. It's just the way it is, and SAFe found a way of organizing it, putting names and labels on things, which is not too bad. So they came up with this idea of the epic elevator pitch, an epic L, right? What I like about it is the idea of condensing what the epic is in a short, 60-second pitch of what you're going to build. I think that's awesome. In today's virtual environment, why not record what you're going to do in 60 seconds? Why do I say this? If you have a really good idea and you do the elevator pitch for your epic, what your goals are, what you're going to achieve, what's your return on investment, going through the same thing we talked about, elevator pitch for ourselves, why to go agile, but the same thing for each one of those major epics that people want to invest money in. That'd be a great selling point to managers because how often you get corporate board people available and how much time do you really get? You get about a minute. So why not build epic elevator pitches? Why not use that for everyone on the team? It would be really nice if we had this little 60-second, here's the mission, here's what we're doing, here's what we're going to do, who we're going to do it for, and why we're going to do it, right? So I'm all in with the epic elevator pitch that the SAFe community is pitching, and they're training at the epic level, at the enterprise level. Perfectly legit. I love the idea. I think we should do more of it. I think my teams would benefit from it. I think your teams would benefit if you work with a product owner and said, hey, look, why don't we, these big, large epics, these things we want to do, make a 60-second elevator pitch. Yeah, we're going to go through all the details and all, but, summarize it what it is, and we can use that and attach that to the information related to the item we're working on so anybody can see what we're doing and be really interesting to hear that vision of the elevator pitch and then what finally comes out. That would be just interesting and fascinating as they go through that journey. So, again, I'm a big proponent. Build an epic elevator pitch. 60 seconds, condense what it is, what it's for, what it's about. Not a real long drawn out thing and why we're doing the work. I think you could do that with every story almost. I wouldn't do it with story level, but any large thing where you have a bunch of stories, why you're doing it and everything, and build a little pitch and attach it to wherever your system of record is. Why not? I think it's a great idea. So that's the elevator pitch. Again, we apply that to Agile. Like, why do we do Agile transformation? Develop an elevator pitch. Again, why are we going to build this epic? Build an elevator pitch. I think it's perfectly fine. Have your own elevator pitch on your story and why you're doing Scrum and why you are Scrum Master too, by the way. It's a good thing to have. Philly XP. So that was the other day. We talked about that before. Tim Ottinger talked about a couple things, and I want to go over, write little notes on things when I get letters. One of the things I thought was interesting. He's running Scrum teams at the time, and Scrum teams like, oh God, don't do the sailboat thing again. We're tired of the sailboat thing. We got it. We're perfect. We're better. We don't need this anymore. We hit the epic. So you know what he did? He changed it up. I love this story. This is a great story. He changed it up. He says, you know what? Okay, you're right. Let's change up the retrospective question to these two questions. What skills helped you deliver since they're a high-performing team? They were such a high-performing. What skills helped you deliver the product we had during the sprint? Got it? So what skills helped you deliver the product during the sprint? So they put all of them up on the board. So they put all these skills up on the board. And then on the other column after he did that, he says, what skills they wish they had that could have helped them deliver more or could have helped them deliver it faster, right? Something like that. So you have what skills you had that helped out and what skills did you wish you had that helped you out, right? And then what he did, this is the part that's really good. He matched up the people based on their need. So the ones that said they had the skills that helped them produce things, and the ones that said they didn't have the skills, he moved them around so they would mesh up and had them work together on the next job and the next sprint. So this way, the ones that said they didn't have the skills would learn from the ones who had the skills in the sprint, and the ones who had the skills teach the ones that didn't. And that is what he was talking about for mob program. But that little retro was an awesome idea. I think that's matching up skills in the retro, and just don't even tell them you're going to match up skills. Say what skills they had to help them do really well. Anything, Java, JavaScript, HTML, Selenium, anything to help them get done with their stories. And then which ones do they wish they have? Maybe some database stuff. Who knows, right? Maybe some, we're all doing cloud-based stuff. Maybe they wish they had cloud program they could have put it all in the cloud. Who knows what it would be. But that's the question. So that's a different retrospective for you to have with your teams, and I think that's an awesome retrospective to have if you want to get more robust skill sets in your team. So with that, I'm going to say enjoy your Monday. Happy Monday. Give us a thumbs up if you like the episode, please, and ring the bell so that you get notified when we go live. And with that, I'm going to wish you a happy scrumming, happy Monday. Take care, everyone. Enjoy and start off the week in a good way. All right, bye. And see ya.